jumped into the chat here and started asking Face Roll for tips. So really the question is, how much do you trust Face Roll?
Face Roll, I mean, if Ben wins this set, all credit goes to Face Roll for immediately getting him what to do, you know? So, I didn't read the advice that was given or anything. So.
The advice was a lot of what we were talking about, where it was stay grounded. I think the way that Face Roll likes to put it is, when you're on the ground, you get CC, you get tilts, and you get grab. All three are like the three broken things Sheik has. When you jump, you can just die, so don't do that.
Yep, that makes sense. Yep, all good points. And right here, oh, what? He just up through, ran over, pivot jab, reset, and then gets the kill. Looked very funky, but you know, you get there.
Super clean. So we are sort of even here. Even though Ben is up in percent, Gatsu can delete the stock really quickly. Oh man.
Oh, is that enough? It is. He gets there with the run off double jump up air, and Falcon is able to just get back to the ledge in time to be there first and close out the stock. Now Ben's going to be trying to answer right back with a platform tech chase here. Kind of lets Falcon out. Let's see if he can still keep it going. Oh, the stomp was brutal. That's one of the biggest openings Falcon can get at 0, if not the biggest one.
Oh yeah, and just look at the way he challenges space as he double jumps back onto stage with that nair. Felt like Ben just had no answer.
Yeah.
It's really, really challenging right now.
Yeah,
Ben trying to put damage in.
We're even seeing these Waveland forward airs, like Waveland drop through forward air, Waveland drop through forward air. And even that, it's just like all sorts of jumps from Sheik kind of take away those three key things, right? It's CC grab and tilts, and the aerials are just not as threatening to Falcon as they are for Spaceys. So.
Yeah, and once again we see once Ben jumps, a big part of the problem is that then he's stuck up there, right? And like being under a Falcon, or being over a Falcon who's under you under platform, you're just gonna get up aired over and over, and it's so painful for Sheik to deal with. She doesn't have any good options to put hitboxes below her. Yeah. So
and the really CC dash grab. Even there, we're seeing Ben going for the jump, falling back there, even at low percents, and Gatsu is able to immediately punish it with the biggest opening you can get, which is grab. I mean, stomp just leads to grab, so stomp is slightly better, but you know, it's just, either way, grab is what you're looking for as Falcon. So right now, we kind of seeing Captain Falcon being able to punish the jumps, and it's kind of both. It's number one is that the jumps make you more vulnerable. You can't just die. And number two is that they take away your aggressive options, right? It's the space left behind, where when you jump, you're no longer threatening boost grab, and you're no longer threatening forward tilt. And we're kind of seeing Gatsu punish both of those, as sometimes he just kills Ben, and sometimes he just spaces himself aggressively in response to the jumps. Both ways, Gatsu's kind of coming out on top right now, and yeah, he's looking real strong at the start of this set. He takes game one. It was relatively close, but it was still pretty clean, low percent 2 stock. So.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the cool things about getting a chance to see into what the player is thinking about, like he put in the chat, Ben sort of mentioned that the big challenge he was facing was that Gatsu is, the way he put it is, he's just perfect. He CCs everything I do. And we're continuing to see that be a major challenge for Ben. Yeah. He can't find an answer to these CC grabs, and that just sort of seems to be invalidating the character right now.
Yeah. And that's kind of the thing. It's like both characters do have trouble approaching each other. So it is a valid concern to be like, I don't have a good way to approach without getting CC'd. But it's kind of true the other way around too. It's like at very high level, both players, like they space right outside each other and just kind of stare at each other for a while. And then either one of them can go for this like massive read of just going for a boost grab or something, right? And either one of them can get that. And again, you're seeing the tilts are the ones that get CC'd this time around. But yeah, you just need to have a lot of patience and be willing to kind of slowly work your way past the CC and stuff, because if you just try to brute force your way into Falcon, really tough.
Yeah, and again, Gatsu able to open up with an early lead. Ben keeping it respectable, right? Like, it's not like he's getting blown out. And he is able to get that edge guard. He has shown that he's got really strong edge guards against Falcon. But it just feels like Gatsu's got a little bit more in the tank.
Yep.
Yeah, and you see, like, in the situation, like, oftentimes as Ben lands, right, like, he'll do, like, a fair, and as he lands, he'll go for that tilt, and you can see how challenging that is for Falcon to deal with. But then Gatsu catches him at the beginning of a jump and just raw knees him, and he's dead, right?
Yeah.
So we're seeing sort of that story play out time and time again. Again, the tilt works, but then he gets kneed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the tilt is so powerful, and you kind of see him, he is definitely trying to work it more, and sometimes when you kind of, like, try to work in a new tool into your game plan, you're going to use it in some of the wrong spots first. Not saying that he's immediately trying to change his game plan like from the ground up, but I do think he's looking for answers right now, and that's kind of like the benefit of getting a rematch to someone who just beat you is like, all right, let me kind of try some more stuff, and then maybe over the next couple days and stuff, really refine that into something that really works. But right now, I like that he's kind of like trying different stuff, and even when it's not working, you can kind of tell the idea is there. Wave dash forward tilt, great example of something that kind of worked pretty well there. But Gatsu converts into an edge guard, takes the stock first, turns his lead into an even bigger one.
And that's the other thing, right? Like, not only is Gatsu sort of have a little bit of an advantage in the neutral game, his punishes are so disgusting that there's no way that Ben's going to be able to sort of make up ground in the punish game department either.
Yep, exactly. So he
Good
gets there with
close
an
up
up air
there.
that kills at 180, but 180 is not a percent you ever want to see in an opponent, really. So
Yeah, it's a good closeout to sort of end the stock finally, but the fact that he had gotten there is just kind of rough.
Yep. Oh, but this could be a closeout here. The Gimp situation, forward air, down smash, and yeah, we do get there. Very nice. Ben kind of needed that Gimp to go his way. Kind of a dropped edge guard from Gatsu, which set that up in the first place, but I mean, you got to be able to take those in order to keep up right now, and it does look like he is keeping up. And look at those tilts, way harder for Falcon to just fly into right now, kind of doing the up tilt, forward tilt. The mix-up just between up tilt and forward tilt is enough to kind of make the timing ambiguous and hard to whiff punish.
All right. Ooh, Gatsu finally, I feel like that's the first edge guard he's dropped in 2 sets. But even still, he just holds the corner pressure, finds the back air, rinse and repeat. This is so
Oh
tough.
my
And
god,
yeah,
and he converts the back air into the up air. That was really good recognition to just be like, I can instantly kill you off of this, and his killer instinct kicks in. No hesitation to go for the up air way off stage there. And damn, Gatsu taking 2 games in a row now after, I don't remember if he lost game 1 in the first set, but definitely, no, it was 1-1 at first. But still, Gatsu showing some dominance in this matchup right now. So.
And one just funny little thing about that last kill there. One of the ways, one of the stocks that Gatsu lost in the game that he did lose to Ben was one where he got a hit near the corner and then his jump squat got eaten as he ran off stage and killed himself.
That's
so
right.
To have the confidence to go for it again there, and just know that he's got it this time around. Gatsu's shown that time and time again that making a mistake, a tech mistake, is not going to flow up his future decisions. And seeing that again there was really cool. And oh my god, look at this stomp grab to start things off again.
Yep. And that's kind of, we mentioned before that like both characters can struggle to go into each other, and they both have to make big reads to do so, right? And Gatsu has consistently shown that he kind of doesn't have to make those big reads to get a hit, because he's kind of winning the spacing war right now, and Ben tends to get a little antsy and get hit. But also, he's still willing to make those big reads, and will occasionally go in with those flying stomps or grabs, and he does find success with his hard commits as well. So Gatsu's kind of winning both sides of the mix-up a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, you see Ben kind of overreach there, and is able to get reversal out of it, so...
Yeah, and I think when you're losing a match, like, that's one of the most difficult things to deal with, especially if, like, the answer is to play it a little bit slower. If your opponent can win that aggressive mix-up once or twice, it like puts that doubt in your head that like, oh, maybe it isn't to play slower, right? And it's hard for someone like Ben in this situation to commit to play slower and defensive when you're losing that mix-up, even just a couple times.
Exactly. Oh, we're seeing the aerial into tilt, and Gatsu's actually able to wave dash out. Ooh, gets the shield grab on the double jab this time, doesn't commit to the full gentleman. Good read on that.
Oh, the get-up attack. Man, just when everything's not going your way, and then you get caught by a get-up attack on side platform, and he takes it all the way to a kill. Oh,
that was a really good edge guard too. We saw actually last set Gatsu go for a couple of greedy knee conversions, right? He did like up air knee and it wouldn't convert. Or we're like, maybe if he just did more up airs, you know? And this time around, we just see 3 up airs and then into an edge guard situation, and immediately covers the drift or double jump with back air. I don't remember exactly how he got the edge guard, but just finding a back air to close it out early. Yeah, he's looking real strong right now. The back air edge cancel, oh my god, he's so optimized right now.
Oh man, that up air barely doesn't connect, but you saw the idea. If he had been a couple
look at
frames different,
Sheik.
he gets it, and just
trying to come down
around
past the
stage.
up air. Yeah, there's just no way. His legs are way too long. Look at this up airs. He's just taking up air after up air. A good example of like the extreme example of like you don't have any threats to contest this up air from this position, right? So I mean, we kind of talked about how jumping can kind of make your position worse against Falcon, but being like directly above him is like the worst of that world, right? Where like you actually have no threats. So
wow.